lot of things are coming to a head in Samurai Troopers, and I'm getting very excited about it. Let's get into it. So today we're talking about Samurai Troopers 2026, episode 19. So this episode pretty much starts off where the guys leave off. They're getting ready to fight Guy Mei, the beast-looking divine warrior beast, and they are beginning to feel the effects of one of his abilities. And his abilities are pretty much ice-based. So as time goes on within the fight, they are beginning to succumb to like an absolute zero temperature by, I guess all the heat in their body is beginning to leave, and they have to rush the fight. So they summon the Emperor Armor. This proves to be not important, as Guy Mei pretty much makes quick work even in the Emperor Armor. Now, I will say that right now, and I've seen in the current iteration of Samurai Troopers, Guy Mei probably isn't my favorite Divine Beast warrior. He's definitely the lowest on the pecking order, especially since he is like the first, but other events in the series as well. But we'll just leave that for a little later. So again, but he does make quick work of the Emperor Armor and leaves the guys out. So we cut back to the Divine World where Tsugumi is, still feeling the effects of her sickness and things like that, and she's kind of being antagonized by Inmei. Pretty much has she given up on, attacking the earth and things like that, and she stays fast to it by summoning the Serpent Dragon. I guess this is where he's beginning to be used, and she sends a small army of their warriors down to attack the humans. Now, this is interesting as well because this is setting up a whole lot of plays going on where all the troopers and things are being set up. So again, this gives me that hope that the OGs are going to fight as soon as they get to that particular section of the attack on the human world. But as we go back to the fight, the guys are out and they're about to be finished. But what comes along? The first namers. And the first namers are doing their attacks on Guy Mei, and it first starts to be none of any importance, and they're not really gaining any ground. And he utilizes his ice to again have them succumb until we get a flashback that they have learned their sacred arts. This is amazing because as soon as they get the upper hand on Guy Mei, they say, this isn't our fight to win. And then they proceed to give their power to Guy, and he gets more revitalized into the Emperor Armor. With this ability, now the armors are strong and more powerful, and they begin to attack Guy Mei some more. This allows Guy to do the finishing blow on Guy Mei and finish him off quickly, killing him seemingly in the fight. Now we're cutting back to the Divine World where Tsugumi approaches Shimei. She pretty much whispers something in her ear because she asks something of her, and I guess she fulfills her goal and things like that. And she looks on the world and she's getting help from Guy Mei, and she's ready to set up the stage for her particular thing. But we cut back to the troopers and the first namers, and they're all together. Now this is the part that gets me very excited within this part of the series or the episode, because they get separated. And when they get separated, Guy goes with the remaining 4 first namers, but Sasuke, he goes with the troopers. So it's like the leader of the first namers and Guy being hope that it pays off with, but overall, we'll find out. So they fall down a little cliff and they fall into a ravine, and Sasuke with the troopers are up top. They get transferred to a jungle area where they are going to proceed to fight Shime in the jungle, whereas the remainder of the First Namers have issues of their own, as they are, because Guy gets possessed by Ramaga. Now this shows some signs that Ramaga was kind of in the fight previously, where he was taunting Guy May. Again, they pretty much make quick work of him and telling him, like, yes, he was the weakest. But we have to cut back to that because in the past, all the divine beasts somehow just spontaneously appear in the divine world, where Sugume was in raising them kind of like a mother and things like that, or Manga was, kind of being a little bully and things like that. But again, Gaimei gets beaten, and we have Inmei coming back to the fight after the guys have left, ripping one of his jewels off of Gaimei. So Inmei is still scoping in the background and trying to, build his power as well. So again, the stage is being set for episode 20, where the guys will be fighting Shime with Sasuke being the leader, and the First Namers having to fight Guy possessed by Ramaga. So we'll see what happens there and how that pans out, and hopefully it concludes to. I don't know what they can do with that, but I didn't expect that. Again, one of the best parts of this is everyone has their sacred arts, empowering the armor, or doing a thing where I think it kind of creates a second armor, where Sasuke is kind of maybe like the dark and black armor. We'll see what that does. But again, this was a great episode. It's setting up a lot of the stage. Moves are being made, and the First Namers have their sacred arts, which just, oh man, I hope what happens happens. But what do you guys think? Did you watch Samurai Troopers episode 19? What did you think? Are you excited for the First Namers to have their sacred arts and how they provided strength to the Emperor army? Ramaga seems to be making his move, Inmei is making his move, and Sugume is making her move, and everybody's making moves. And I'm excited. What do you guys think? I'm sorry, but you guys have a great day, and can't wait to see you in episode 20, and let you guys know what I think, and I'll be here to hear it. Again, thank you. Have a nice day, and bye.